Yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome on to the Friday edition here of Winning Bets, money-making weekend edition here of Winning Bets. Appreciate you guys kicking off your morning with me here and kicking off your weekend with me. Hope you guys had a good Thursday night. Let's go ahead and jump into that recap, see how we did here yesterday on the show. And then, of course, we'll roll out that weekend slate of bets that's going to make it a money-making weekend, starting off with some Friday NBA player props, over-under, Saturday, Sunday soccer, and NFL action as well. So let's just jump on into it. We get to ring the cash register. We talked about wanting to ring the cash register on yesterday's show. We earned that right. We won 4.75 units yesterday. Love to see that right there. Football, though, did not go our way. Obviously, it was an 0-3 night. Patterson, Algier, neither one of them went up over their receiving totals. Patterson did not find a touchdown. The only thing I want to talk about there in that Panthers versus Falcons game last night, and just tell me if you guys kind of agree in that comment section, or maybe I'm on an island all by myself, but every time the Falcons called a running play, I was a little annoyed. You're sitting there, you're watching the game, and they would send a guy in motion. Cool. Got to know if the defense is in man or zone coverage. I hear you. But, man, the guy would go in motion and then get to the end of the line and sit. And did it feel like they were waiting like 1-2 full seconds before snapping the ball? There was just no quickness to their run scheme whatsoever. Everything was very slow and very delayed. I've watched obviously every Bills game. We send a guy in motion as soon as the guy gets to the end of the line, is set, bam, we're snapping the ball and we're off and passing or running the ball. Falcons, damn, send a guy in motion. Hey, you down there? You set? Okay, cool. Let's wait another 2 seconds before we snap the ball. The defense was too prepared. They knew what was coming. I was watching it and was like, okay, well, this is going to be a running play. And then they would wait 2 seconds and let the defense get ready. So, boy, we know we can't watch every single game, and you guys probably like me, you watch a lot of Red Zone. You don't get that out of Red Zone, but boy, that Falcons, that is a very slow offense, and again, I don't understand why we're sending dudes in motion and waiting too long. So, tough stuff right there. We did hit our same game parlay, though, in that game. I'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen right there. We took that Panthers on the money line. We took under 41.5 points in Foreman there to get a touchdown. So, made some money, made about $14 or so off of a free bet that PointsBet gave us yesterday. So, we were able to get a little bit out of there. But damn, I wanted Patterson and Algier to have a day, but it was tough sledding. They used 4 running backs yesterday in that game. Nobody could get going from a running game perspective. So, unfortunate stuff right there. Then we came back, though, in the nightcap. We're staying in the nightcap there in the NBA. Tweeted out some plays. I thought we had a hidden gem here with our guy of the Miami Heat center, Bam Adebayo. Boy, he had a great matchup taken up against the Hornets on the back end of a back-to-back. The Hornets really struggled versus that center position. We almost had us a fantastic night. We hit his double-double. That was a 4-unit play, double-double. He got that, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Got that bet at -108 too and put 4 units on the double-double. So that was a great hit right there. Then we did the ladder with rebounds that he would have 14 or more. Needed help, to be quite honest. The game went to overtime, and overtime was where he got his 4th rebound. But we put 1 unit on that, and that one played 5-1 at +500. So love that right there. Fell short of 16 rebounds, but we only put a quarter of a unit on that one, as that one was +180. The one that we just missed that could have just given us, we had a great night, winning almost 5 units, but we could have had damn near almost 10 units, is 20 points, 12 rebounds in the Miami Heat money line. Got the rebounds. He got the win. Ended the game with 18 points. I just needed one. Just needed one more bucket to hit a +525 same game parlay there in Heat Hornets. But it's still a fantastic day. In a week in which we've been struggling, we're finally able to claw some of that back, expose the great matchup there in the NBA with Adebayo up against those Hornets centers. And my man came through for us right there, cashing that double-double and 14 rebounds. So again, plus 4.75 units. I love that right there. Love that right there. Getting back what we've lost this week, and we're still down on the week, but we're clawing back, and that's what we'll do by the end of this week. And we've got a good amount of arbitrage. Remember, the screen there only shows $28, but the screen there might as well show $43. So remember, we spent $5 and $10 respectively on FanDuel and DraftKings on last night's same game parlay promos. Lost them both, but we've already gotten a $10 and a $5 free bet back. So basically we have $43 of arbitrage money. That's what we talked about on yesterday's show. Spending that money and an opportunity where if you lose it, you get it right back in a free bet. So just great work yesterday. Good work yesterday, fellas. Bam Adebayo coming through for the people right there. Love to see that right there. Love to see that. Let's jump in this comment section, see what you guys are fired up for on this morning. This week's bets. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready, Ryan. We're ready. Yeah, that sweet double-double. It came through for us. Yes, 4-unit banger. Love to see that. Happy Veterans Day. Yeah, I hear that, Corey. I echo that same sentiment right there. Happy Veterans Day. At Applebee's. Oh, I remember Applebee's used to do that over the years. Yeah, get yourself to Applebee's. You deserve it, my man. And thank you for your service, Corey. Thank you for your service. And everybody else, obviously, out there. Thank you. Corey, get you a free Apple. Applebee's got damn good fries. Give it up for Applebee's fries. They got some good fries. There was one across from a job that I had way back in the day. I used to go over there and just order fries. I love their fries. Absolutely loved it. DraftKings made a killing on that Patterson not firing a touchdown. I know it. It was still a good bet, though. Upset that you lost the bet for sure, but put our money in a good betting situation. They couldn't run the ball last night. And again, 4 people. They tried 4 different running backs, and nobody could get going. And Mariota had money on the Panthers. Liverpool win to 0. I've already uploaded Lee this week's, or actually it's down in this video description. Matt and I, we hang out on Pub Sports Radio every Wednesday afternoon, talk all 10 games. They're going on against Southampton. If you get Konate and Virgil, bet win to 0. Bet win to 0, Lee, if you get Konate and Virgil. Obviously, the World Cup's coming up, so maybe they get a blow. Maybe Jurgen does them a favor, but Jurgen's trying to get in the top 4. Quite frankly, Jurgen in the Liverpool is not in the top 4. So expect Konate, expect Virgil. If you get Virgil and Konate, yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to win the game 2-0. 2-0 is what I predicted on that preview show. So right there with you. All right, let's go ahead now, get on these bets that's going to make this thing money-making weekend. Let's start with the NBA first. We're going to go ahead and roll with 2 unders and 2 player props. We're going to go ahead and roll with Pistons Knicks under 227.5 points and T-Wolves Grizzlies under 236.5 points. You might be asking, why is that more juice than a normal over-under? Because over-unders are generally at -110. I got done doing all the research and was like, yeah, I love the unders in both of these games. It's been hitting in their head-to-heads. The stats in terms of what they've been scoring suggested these two teams actually defend pretty stinking well. And then I was late to the party. The opening lines were 224 in Pistons Knicks, and then the opening or 234. Sorry, 234. Yes, the opening line was 224 in Knicks and 234. I wanted a piece of that opening line. So I basically just bet the opening line, which was 227 and 236. Sorry, I meant to say what they're at now. I botched that up completely. Oh, boy. The opening lines are what I bet at 227 and 236. The current lines are 224 and 234. Again, I got done doing all that research and didn't want to just punish myself for, having 2 kids and doing my research a little late. So I paid a little bit of juice and got the opening lines. There's a reason why the public is slamming these unders and have driven them down off of 236 and also 227. The stats love the under. Absolutely love it. So I'm a guy that bets a unit as opposed to risking a unit. Obviously, the return on the outcome's not as good. It's sitting there at -120 and -125, but I agree with the public that's been just hammering these 2 games to drive these unders down a few points in each game. So, yeah, give me 227, that Pistons Knicks, and give me 236.5 and the T-Wolves Grizzlies. Again, you can get both of those over on BetMGM. Then we'll roll ahead and roll with 2 player props. In that Wolves-Grizzlies game, Rudy Gobert over 24.5 points and rebounds at -105 over DraftKings. The Grizzlies, guys, are worse in field goal percentage allowed to the center position. They're in the bottom 6 in both rebounds and points allowed. They're allowing 25.6 points to the center position per game. And Gobert versus the Grizzlies last season had himself 2 hell of a games. Got 22 points and 21 rebounds. And then got 22 points and 13 rebounds. So that's 2 games and 2 cashes last season against these Grizzlies. And another Grizzlies team this season that is struggling to defend that center position. The other one I like there is Domantas Sabonis, there of the Sacramento Kings, to go over 29.5 points and rebounds at minus 120. I got it at DraftKings. I'm not currently showing the book on this one because this bet I tweeted out earlier, so I no longer know if DraftKings is the best price, but that is where I bought it and gave it out originally. The Lakers are worst in rebounds allowed to the center position and bottom 5 in field goal percentage allowed while allowing 22.5 points per game. He went up against these Lakers last season and got a cash in one of the 2 starts. So the Lakers are struggling. You've got LeBron James that's going to be out. You got Anthony Davis that's iffy. Even if Anthony Davis plays, they may need him to do more on the offensive end, which could compromise him on the defensive end. Love everything about Sabonis. Just absolutely love it, the way these numbers lined up. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and roll with Gobert and Sabonis over their points and rebounds. And then, again, 2 unders there in the Pistons, Knicks, and T-Wolves, Grizzlies is how we'll roll tonight in the NBA. Yeah. Not a bad strategy. Absolutely not a bad strategy. I'm going to be betting it. Obviously, I already gave out 2 bets. Will I add to it? We'll look to see. Oh, you're not going to let us wait till Sunday to find out what Thad's doing? All right, guys. Week number 10, Thad's putting it on the line. Those New York Giants are taking on the Houston Texans. Love it. I think they're -4 favorites. Love that. Love that. Yeah. Love that. All right, let's roll right on into those NFL bets. Thad's bringing up the NFL conversation. Love to see that right there. I'm going to go ahead and take those Seahawks +3 at -120 early Sunday morning against your Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Germany. I love everything about the Seahawks. We've been sneaky good about betting the Seahawks teams. We've gotten a few cashes this season, been betting them in the right spots. I think this is another good spot to take them plus a field goal against the Buccaneers, and not going to be surprised if they win that game outright against those Buccaneers. I also like the Chicago Bears -2.5 against -115 over on DraftKings or PointsBet. Got a Bears team that's absolutely playing better. They're playing more to Justin Fields' strength. They're scoring more lately. And then the Lions team, quite frankly, while we got that cash last week against the Packers, boy, were we super lucky. Aaron Rodgers throwing red zone interceptions. The Detroit Lions, if you look up Jared Goff, struggles mightily on the road in terms of his home and away splits. He's a completely different quarterback on the road. It's going to be super cold here Sunday in Chicago. I think this Lions team is going to struggle coming into Chicago this weekend. So I'll go ahead and take the Bears -2.5. And that's a pretty heavy bet in terms of the public. If you've been watching that line, the public is pretty heavy on the Bears. Yeah, there's a reason the public's heavy on the Bears. They should get the advantage over the Lions this weekend. And then I do like Thad. I'm going to do a 3-legged money parlay. I hear you, Thad. You like those Giants. I'm right there with you. I like the Giants as well. And I parlayed them with the Chiefs over the Jaguars and the Cowboys over the Packers and got that 3-legged money line parlay at +175 over at DraftKings. That's how we'll roll right now from a sides perspective. Boy, we talked the last few weeks about how slow these player props are coming out. They're just really, really slow. I've got an eye on Tyler Higbee, so we'll look to add him. Tyler Higbee, remember last game, was it week 4 or week 3 when they played against the Cardinals? We bet Tyler Higbee to go over his receiving yards, and he got us a cash. He's playing those Cardinals again, and they're still struggling to defend that tight end position. So probably looking for Tyler Higbee if we get a good number. Going back to that Jaguars running back, Etienne, holy hell, this guy's absolutely explosive and just racking up the yards. So let's see if we can't get a good number on him. And Latavius Murray from a receiving standpoint. The Titans are struggling to defend the running backs from a receiving standpoint. So we'll look to see Melvin Gordon or Latavius Murray, one of those two guys. And then Dalvin Cook. Got to bet the Buffalo Bills in the Vikings game. I'm really looking to look at what Dalvin Cook's number is going to be because this Bills team is struggling in the last couple weeks to defend that run position or running backs and just getting killed on the ground. Well, now I got Dalvin Cook coming to town, so need to see what number to get on that. That one may not come out until Sunday because Josh Allen's status is holding everything up from a player prop perspective in that game. But if we don't bet Dalvin Cook, there'll be some kind of bet there in Bills and Vikings, so you can look for that one. So that's what we're keeping an eye on there, guys. It's Tyler Higbee, Etienne, Latavius Murray, Melvin Gordon, and Dalvin Cook will be those 3 to 4 players we'll look to add coming up this weekend. Let's jump in that comment section, and let's talk some soccer. Let's talk some soccer. You like the Bears? Yes, sir. They always suck, yeah. I mean, you add that they're bad in Chicago. I mean, look at Goff's home and away splits. They're really bad, and it's going to be cold. So I love Chicago this weekend. Really like the Dolphins team total over 26.5 points against the Bears. I like it. That offense is clicking. I like it. It's been a nice little bet there, Cole. I expect to see you at the cash counter with that one. I'm going to have to add that one. I like that bet. I like that. All right, let's go ahead now, drop into some soccer. Guys, and you guys have been asking me I got several DMs there on Twitter of where's that World Cup preview. Admittedly, SoBet had some sort of technical issue, right? We did the recording on Tuesday. They had some technical issue that took a while for the video to be published on their platform. Well, they've rectified their technical issues, and that video is now available on the SoBet platform. So if you're interested in a World Cup preview, again, it's $10 to sign up. It's less than $1 a video. Matt and I are going to do 15 videos over the course of the whole World Cup. So less than $1 a video. If you think there's some value in listening to our breakdowns and our previews of the World Cup, you'll get 2 preview shows and you'll get 12 match day previews for a total of 15 shows. Those are now, well, the first preview show is up, and then we got our next one Wednesday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time live. You can either catch out the live version on SoBet or you can catch out the recorded version. But they've worked out their technical issues, so looping back with you guys now on YouTube and Twitter and letting you guys know. Several of you had signed up and were a little angry, asking where the video is. I respectfully agree. That's not cool. But it was a technical issue, so those are rolled out. And the other ones that wanted to sign up, feel free to sign up now. That video is on up there. So as for the Premier League, I've told you guys, Aston Villa, we gave that bet out yesterday, double chance, even money. And then Fulham, Manchester United, both teams to score, and over 2.5 at -117. And again, I'm going to continue showing that Qatar-Ecuador bet just so you guys can get it, because that's the only one I got so far. But it's match day number 1 in the World Cup. Host nation, take it on Ecuador. Give me the under 2.5 goals at -155. Will I add soccer to it, Lee? The whole weekend's a lineup checker, Lee. The whole weekend's a lineup checker with the World Cup going on. So so basically, yeah, an hour before kickoff, I would say monitor Twitter. Monitor Twitter an hour before kickoff. Gonna try and hold off, but there are a couple spots that I'm eyeing. If I get some lineups that I like, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. Oh man, I think I may have. Yeah. I don't remember. I'm trying to think if nobody's sticking out. Oh, I gave a lot of love to Mendy. Still don't understand why Riza Balaga is playing over Mendy, but definitely gave a lot of love to Mendy there for Senegal. Jorginho is carrying a knock, but I think, or actually it doesn't matter. Italy's out. It was Kovacic. Kovacic is the one that's carrying a knock. Also, Graham Potter said, but Graham Potter said he should be fine for Croatia. So no issues right there. Obviously, no Conte for France. Kai got called up for Germany, of course. Nah, they got a strong squad. They'll be all right. Yeah, go give that a listen, Thad. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a 1-hour preview. And again, we talk all 32 teams, 8 groups, 1 hour long. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy that. And then this Wednesday on November 16th, we'll just kind of do a big preview, give out tons of bets on that show, and be ready to rock and roll. Be absolutely ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get my DVR set. I'm planning on recording games while I sleep, wake up, watch them, and just, get after it. Both those games are Sunday. Both those games are on Sunday, Ryan. So Aston Villa takes on Brighton on Sunday, and Fulham Man United, they play on Sunday as well. So at this moment, don't have any bets for Saturday. Again, it's a lineup checker in soccer, so it may add some things. But at this moment, I don't have any soccer bets on Saturday. But again, we may have to look to add that. I'll tell you guys right now on that preview show, I know people are high on Belgium, the golden generation. Their center backs are atrocious. Go look up Belgium's center backs. They've got the best midfielder in the world in Kevin De Bruyne. Lukaku, up top, okay, fine. He's decent enough. But they're going to get worked in their center backs. When they go up against world-class talent, when they go up against a Brazil attacking line, when they go up against France, because it looks like Benzema is going to be ready to go in this World Cup, even in Argentina's front line, Belgium's going to get worked. Germany, they'll do decent. I don't know if they quite make the finals, but good luck, DJ. If you believe that, I would go put in a bet. But you can get some good monies on that. I know your countries are favored. Oh, man. Brazil and Argentina looking awfully, awfully strong. You were looking at Porto money line on Saturday. Let's see what Porto plays. Take a look and see what Porto plays. I mean, it's Porto in the Portuguese league, so it's certainly not a bad look. Boa Vista. Let's see who they are. 8th in the league. I mean, yeah, Porto's just it's an away fixture. Man, I don't like that on the heels of a World Cup. Yeah, it's hard not to like them, but probably have to check lineups on that one. Do they have anybody injured? Pepe. Man, Pepe's still playing? He's like 48 years old. What is this guy doing? Pepe's still, of course he's injured. He's so goddamn old. There's no way he can run around with these young kids on the pitch and keep up. Of course he's injured. Yeah, it's not a bad look, Ryan. It's not a bad look, man. You had money on to make the semis and finals. Love that. Have confidence in Germany. Love that. Love that. Love that. If you decide to watch that preview show, I hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you guys do. And then if you do watch that preview show, obviously I said the next preview show is November 16th. Throw out suggestions on things you would want Matt and I to cover on that last preview show on November 16th. So do make some suggestions, and we'll be glad to cover them. That one will probably be another hour, too, if I had to take a guess. I have to take a guess. Both of these preview shows are going to be an hour. Obviously, the one we did and the one coming up. Could have saved money and just flush it down the toilet. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. We're going to make money this World Cup. We're making money this World Cup. You could use it as TP. There you go. Use it as TP. Loving that, guys. All right, fellas. Money-making weekend. We got some good bets for tonight to kick it off there in the NBA. Roll that into some Sunday NFL, Sunday Premier League. Oh, yeah, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get it. All right, fellas. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Look forward to hearing what you guys were up to on Monday's show. Have a good one, guys.